Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills. November 26, 2018. I want to say hello to everybody. This video is going to be about Thanksgiving, so I don't know. It might be a long video. I'm hoping it's not too long. So I'm just going to read some stuff that you guys can look up, on the internet. This is about Thanksgiving that just passed. So I hope everybody had a blessed Thanksgiving. I hope everybody understands what Thanksgiving is all about. I'm just going to read a whole bunch of stuff that I got online. It says, what is the significance of Thanksgiving? And it says, in 1621, the Plymouth colonists and the Wampanoag Indians shared an autumn harvest feast that is acknowledged today as the first Thanksgiving celebration in the colonies. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by the individual colonies and states. It says, what is the concept of Thanksgiving? English language learners' definition of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, the fourth Thursday in November in the U.S., or the second Monday in October in Canada, celebrates as a legal holiday for the people to be thankful for what they have, a prayer that expresses thanks to God. It says, what is the religious meaning of Thanksgiving? It began as a day giving thanks for the blessings and the harvest in the preceding year. Similar names, festival holidays occurred in Germany and Japan. Although Thanksgiving has historical roots in religious and cultural traditions, it has been celebrated as a secular holiday as well. What are the benefits of Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving, it says thankfulness and gratitude, reduce depression, get promotion at work, improve our self-esteem, increase our energy, develop a strong immune system, decrease blood pressure, increase the sleep quality, reduce and cope with negative stress. Why do we have turkey on Thanksgiving? Since Bradford wrote of how the colonists had hunted wild turkeys during the autumn of 1621, and since turkey is unique American and a scrumptious bird, it gained traction as the Thanksgiving meal of choice for Americans after Lincoln declared Thanksgiving a national holiday in 1863. Why is Canadian Thanksgiving different than USA? That's right. Canadian Thanksgiving falls on the second Monday in October 13th this year, the same day as American Columbus Day. American Thanksgiving falls on the fourth Thursday in November. Why is that? Probably because Canada's farther north and the harvest comes early, so we celebrate it early. What is the story of Thanksgiving? In 1621, the Plymouth colonists and Wampanoag Indians shared an autumn harvest fest that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations in the colony. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by the individual colonies, and states. What is the meaning prayer? What is the meaning prayer of Thanksgiving? Says the act of giving thanks, grateful acknowledgement of benefits, favors, especially to God, an expression of thanks, especially to God, public celebration, an acknowledgement of divine favor or kindness. What does it mean to give thanks? Give thanks, express gratitude to show appreciation to, thanks, acknowledge, recognize, express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for. We must acknowledge the kindness she showed towards us. Convey means make known, pass on of information. She conveyed the message on to me. It says, why do we celebrate Thanksgiving in the U.S.? The event that Americans commonly call the first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after the first harvest in the New World in October of 1621. This feast lasted 3 days, as accounted by attendee Edward Winslow. It was attended by 90 Native Americans and 53 Pilgrims. Does Thanksgiving have a religious background? It began as a day giving thanks to the blessing of the harvest and in the preceding year. Similar names, festival holidays occurred in Germany and Japan. Although Thanksgiving has historical roots in religious and cultural tradition, it has long been celebrated as a secular holiday as well. This is Thanksgiving a religious holiday? Thanksgiving is a federal government created holiday. It is not based on any religious doctrine like Christmas or historic events like the 4th of July. It's a holiday created by the government for its people to give thanks. It says, why is Thanksgiving so important? It is important to be with family during Thanksgiving because of many reasons. The third reason is that Thanksgiving historical holiday and was started when the Pilgrims came to the New World, present day North America, and set up feasts to share with the Native Americans a peace treaty. It says, why is gratitude important? Applying that same level of energy towards strengthen one's relationship, cultivating compassion and gratitude, and so on, much more reliable, creates positive transformation change. Said differently, material success is not a very important factor in the happiness of highly grateful people. One second. It says, why did Thanksgiving start? It says, after 1890, the representation of the Pilgrims in the Wampanoag began to reflect a shift of interest to the 1621 harvest celebration. By the beginning of the 20th century, the Pilgrims and the Thanksgiving holidays were used to teach children about American freedom and how to be good citizens. It says, why did Thanksgiving start? It says, after 1890, representation. I'm sorry, that was which Thanksgiving came first. I'm sorry. It says, English explorer Sir Martin Frobisher and his crew first got their thanks on in Newfoundland in 1578, which is widely accepted as the first celebration of Thanksgiving in North America. There is, however, some debate as to when the first Thanksgiving actually occurred and where. It says, how many turkeys are killed on Thanksgiving? 46 million turkeys. An estimate 46 million turkeys are killed each year for Thanksgiving alone. It says, why is Thanksgiving celebrated? Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day is a public holiday celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November in the United States. The event that the American commonly calls the first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after their first harvest in the New World in October 1621. This was turkey served at the first Thanksgiving. The Wampanoag guests brought 5 deers with them, so vegan was on the menu. The English brought fowl, probably migrated wolf, waterfowl like a duck and geese, which were plentiful in autumn. Says Byers. Government William Bradford does not mention taking turkeys that year, but not in connection in the harvest celebration. Just gonna step down. Why did Pilgrims celebrate Thanksgiving? The English colonists we call Pilgrims celebrated days of Thanksgiving as part of the religion, but there were days of prayer, not days of feasting. Our national holiday really stems from the fest held in autumn of 1621 by the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag to celebrate the colony's first successful harvest. It says, where does Thanksgiving come from? The 1621 Pilgrim Feast and Thanksgiving were promoted by the Good Harvest Pilgrims, Puritans, who began emerging from England in the 1620s and 1630s, carried the tradition of days of fasting and the days of Thanksgiving with them to New England. It says, what did the Pilgrims do to natives? By the time the Pilgrims arrived in Massachusetts, where I live, Massachusetts Bay, they found only one living, I don't know, some type of living Indian, a man named Squanto, who survived slavery in England and knew their language. He taught them to grow corn and fish and negotiated a peace treaty between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag Nation. There's a lot of stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of read a few things about Thanksgiving. It's a lot here. I'm not gonna go over it, but but like I said, you guys can look this up. This is what I'm doing. Just looking up some stuff, and I wanted to make a quick video if I could. But feel free to go to my YouTube channel. You have to type in my name, Russell, RUSSELL, May 22nd, 2017, where I made my first video called Why Black People Settle for Less. So feel free to check out my YouTube channel, spread the word. I don't expect you guys to agree with all my videos. That's fine. If you want to spread the word, tell people about it. That's it. But everybody take care. Have a blessed night. Bye.